Well, students, today I'm going to discuss the another important topic of statistics, which is measure of relationship, right? A concept of correlation. So under this topic, we will discuss about the correlations method. What are the types of a correlations method? First of all, what is the meaning of the correlation? And what are the types of the correlation? Then, two method, Spearman and, one more method, Spearman method by the rank order method by the Spearman and product movement method by the Pearson, right? And in last, we will discuss about the what is the coefficient of correlations and uses of coefficient of correlation, right, guys? So first, we understand concept of correlation, right? What is a correlations basically? Correlations, as the name suggested, it is used to correlate between the two variables, right? It is a process of establishing the relationship exists between the two variables, right, guys? You just understand this concept with the help of one example. Okay, I take the example of a demand demand and supply, right? Suppose if there is any product in the market, you can say any of the product, right? Any garments, any mobile phone, right? For example, new mobile phone has launched in the market by the Apple company, right? And there is a 50%, 70% demand in the market. Okay, 70% people across the India, they want to purchase a phone. This is a demand. Okay, according to the demand, company has to supply it, right? So correlations, what is the purpose of a correlations here? Here correlations tell you if there is a 50% marks, 50% demands comes from the mobile phone, the company should give the productions, or you can say supply of the 50%. So what is the relationship between them? Sometimes you have seen that demand is coming, but according to the demand supply is coming, but what happens, वो product जो है वो sale नहीं होता. So correlations talks about the relationship between the two variables, how the two variables goes one after the other, right? Whether the if there is a 50% demand in the market, so 50% mobile phones are purchased by the consumer or not, right? If there is a 50% demand in the market and 50% mobile phones are purchased by the consumer, so we can say that we have to supply, we have to produce 50% mobile phone modes every month, for example. Okay, but if the demand is a 50%, okay, and consumers are purchasing the mobile, 20% consumers are purchasing the mobile, okay, so then जो relationship is not 100%, right? So in a simple terms, I have given you one example. So just you have to understand, correlations refers to the process of establishing the relationship exists between the two variables, right? And another purpose क्या है of the correlations का? In another word, it is how two variable move in relations to one another. Okay, what is the effect of a one variable with the second variable? This is also a correlation. Okay, I give you one more example. Suppose in today's weather is a cloudy, so there is a chances of the rain. Okay, right? If any of the time weather is cloudy and rain comes, we can say that this is a positive relationship. When the weather is cloudy and rain comes. Okay, but sometimes rain that doesn't come. Okay, so on that case we can say that this is a negative correlation. Okay, so sometimes correlations. Okay, and the another useful of purpose of a correlations, in some cases you might have predicted how things will correlate. Means correlations also helps in predictions of the things, right? So Guilford क्या करते हैं? According to the Guilford, Guilford said that a coefficient of a correlation means coefficient of a correlation means R. R is, coefficient of a correlation. It measures the correlations. Okay, how much is a correlation? The value of a correlations goes between -1 to 1. Okay, it tells that how much the variables variates, okay, as compared to the other variable, right? According to the Guilford, a coefficient of a correlation is a single number that tells us to what extent two things are related, to what extent variation in one go with variation in another, right? It is a simple one. According to the Lathrop, correlation is a joint relationship between the two variables. Okay. For example, voting season is going on, है ना? अब suppose, if I talk about the Punjab, okay, if I talk about the Punjab last year elections, 2017, में what happened, one survey was conducted by the AAP government. So they say that, they will get the 100 seats out of a 117 seats and they will win and they will make their government. But what happened at the time of a polling? Congress government won, right? So here there was a, you can say this is a kind of a relationship. If if the 100 seats are showing by the survey and if the AAP government wins the 100 seats, so then we can say that it is a positive correlation, right? But what happens? Sometimes relationship exists, sometimes relationship does not exist in a simple terms, right? Under the degree of a correlations, we will understand what is a perfect correlation, what is a positive correlation, what is a negative correlation, and what is a zero or no correlation, right? Understand, carefully. What is a perfect correlation? If two variables vary in the same proportion, and then the correlation is said to be the perfect correlation. Okay, if there is a 50% demand and 50% persons are using the mobile, right? We can say that the perfect correlation. Next, we talk about the positive correlation. What is a positive correlation? If one increase or decrease in one variable corresponds to an increase or decrease in other, the correlation is said to be a positive correlation. For example, if there is a 50% demand of mobile phone in the market, right? Lekin according to the demand, supply is going 50% down, right? So it is also called a positive correlation. Okay, we will not say the negative correlation because 50% one variable increasing and 50% one variable decreasing. This is also called a positive correlation. If there is a 50% demand and 50% are mobiles are purchased by the consumer, this is also called a positive correlation, right? But it should be the same proportion. Then you can say that the positive correlation. Okay. Number third, I talk about the negative correlation. Negative correlations kya hota hai? What is a negative correlation? Negative correlation is a relationship between two variables in which one variable increases and other decreases and vice versa, right? So one is increases, 50% demand is increases, or only 20% are purchasing the mobile phone. Okay, one increases and another is decreases. This is called a negative correlation, right? But if 50% demand is increasing, 50% consumers are purchasing the mobile phone, this is called positive correlation. In the second condition, if 50% demand is increasing and 50% supply is decreasing, means 50% persons are not purchasing the mobile, this is also called a positive correlation. Okay, in the same proportion, they are increasing or decreasing, this is called positive. But if demand is increasing, supply is decreasing to some extent, so this is called the negative correlation. Or zero correlations kya hoga? Zero correlations means if change in one variable does not other, then there is a no correlations or zero correlations. Okay, means if one variable is increasing and there is a no effect, so we can say that this is called a zero correlation, right? Next, we talk about what are the types of a correlations coefficient. So guys, you have to remember there are two types of a correlation coefficient. Means one is called Pearson correlation, one is a Spearman correlation. Means they correlate, they tell us how much is the variation between the variables. Okay. So Pearson correlations, the Pearson correlation is the most commonly used measurement for the linear relationship between two variables. The stronger the correlation between these two data sets, the closer it will be. And the value, the range is +1 to -1. Right? Spearman correlation, this is another kind of a correlation. Okay. It depends upon the condition situations on which condition, on which study we have to use which type of a correlation. Right? Okay. Next, we talk about the use of correlation. What is the use of correlation? Number one, it gives a precise quantitative value indicating the degree of relationship existing between two variables. Okay, so it talks about, it tells about the, how much is variations in the between the two variables. So it is a correlation. In a simple example, suppose one watch is giving five minutes time late. Okay, when you see in the morning the watch is giving 5 minutes late. When you saw the time, when you see the time in the afternoon, it also gives a 5 minute late. Evening 5 minutes late. After 1 week 5 minutes late. So then you can correlate that na ki this watch always gives the time 5 minutes late. So this is a correlations. Actually, in our day-to-day activities, we are familiar with the correlation, right? But the things, the formulas that are used to calculate the correlations are two methods which I just discussed. One is Pearson correlation, one is Spearman correlations. Right, guys? Number second, use of correlation. It measures the direction as well as the relationship between the two variables. You have understood. Further, in the regression analysis, it is used for estimating the value of dependent variable from the known value of a dependent variable. Right? So regression analysis hota hai, it is for the effect. Actually, now I'm not going into the detail, right? Because for going into the detail, so the things would be clear when I solve some of the numerical questions. Then you will come to know. But we don't have to attempt the numerical questions. That's why I'm not going into the detail. So we have to just learn as it is, right? The effect of a correlation is to reduce the range of a uncertainty in prediction. ये होता है ना, happens ना, suppose after a 4 days now we have to move to, for example, we have to move to Bombay. Now we are putting at Punjab. Okay, so we will check the weather, we will check the conditions. So some kind of a uncertainty जो होने वाली है, right? With the help of a correlations, we come to know that beforehand. So this is another useful feature, merits of the correlation. Okay, what are the limitations of a correlation? Limitations may extreme items affect the value of a coefficient of correlation. Right? What are the extreme items? We don't have to go in detail. Just we have to learn as it, because we have to learn only the critical part. Right? It is a computational method, is difficult as compared to other one. And another limitation is it assumes the linear relationship between the two variables, whether such relationship exists or not. Okay. Next, we discuss about what are the method for finding out the correlation. Okay, one is called the rank order method given by the Spearman. Okay, and second method is called the product movement method, which was given by the Pearson. This thing you have to remember, right? And what is the rank order method or what is the product movement method? We just discussed. Rank order method, which was given by the Spearman. So difference among individuals in many traits can often be ranking the subjects 1 to. ये हमने we just discussed rank order and product movement. We just here discussed. This is a Pearson. This is a Spearman. Okay. So it is a same definition is here. Okay. Just here the formula is given. This is a formula of, rank order method. It was given by the Spearman. तो ये क्या method है? 1 minus, this is called 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n square minus 1. If you can remember, so it would be, when you write it, so you can get a good marks. Okay. What are the merits of this method? It is easy to calculate, simple to understand. It can be applied to any type of a data, quantitative or qualitative, right? Demerits क्या है इसकी? For large sample, it is not convenient method. कौन सा? Which one? Rank order method. Okay. Next, we talk about product movement method, right? It was developed by the Carl Pearson. Pearson product movement method. ये, most of the time this questions comes. So under the product movement method, which was given by the Carl Pearsons, you have to write, it is a method of finding out the correlations between the two variables, right? Pearson ने इसको, he has given the name R. ये देखिए, this is called R. Pearson's R is the measure of the linear relationship between the two interval or ratio variables and can have a value between -1 to 1. और range इसकी है -1 to 1, right? Now we talk about the merits and demerits of this Pearson's method of correlation. This method only indicates to presence or absence of correlations between two variables, but also determines the exact extent or degree to which they are correlated. Right, guys? So if you find out this is a difficult to understand, but guys, you have to understand like that. Okay. Otherwise, otherwise you have to solve the questions if you say that, okay, to understand, in detail. So it would be better just to go from here. Okay. The same it is written here. Okay. So you can learn from here merits of the product movement method or demerits of the product movement method. Right? Because if I have to explain you, so I can only explain you with the help of a numerical questions. Okay. When the answers of a numerical questions will come, only then you can come. Okay. But your choice is that you just have to attempt the theoretical question. So then you have to, you have to learn as it is written. Right? Next, we talk about uses and significance of coefficient of correlation. Right? So correlation is concerned with describing the degree or strength of relationship between two variables. Right? It talks about correlation, but to measure the degree or amount of relationship between the two variable, an index of relationship is used. That index shows to what extent one variates from another, and it is known as coefficient of correlations or coefficient of covariation. And the range of a coefficient of a correlation is from -1 to 1. Right? Okay. So uses and coefficients of correlations. What is the uses of? Again, we talk about the what is the uses and purpose of the correlations. Okay, same points you will find here. You will see here that uses of coefficient of a correlations. Number first is prognosis or prediction. Means the coefficient of a correlations is used for predictions also. Weather, I have given the example of a weather, right? Reliability. Number second use of the coefficient of a correlations has also been used to test the reliability. We want to check that. I have given the example of a watch. Watch is given 5 minutes late time, in every time, morning, evening, one day, after 1 week. Okay, so we can say that. We can say that the watch is reliable. Why it is reliable? Although it is not giving the exact time, it shows the times 5 minutes late, but instead of that, the watch is reliable because every time it is giving the 5 minutes late, right? Validity. Yes, this is the important point. Coefficient of a correlations is also used for the validity of the product also. A test with value can be obtained through correlation. Suppose you have to prepare any of the test, right? Suppose you are teaching to the 7th class or 8th class. You want to check the performance of the student, intelligence level of the student of your class, 7th class or 8th class. and you have to check the validity of your instrument, validity of your scale, validity of your questionnaire. So then coefficient of a correlation is also used for obtaining the validity. Test construction, if you have to, prepare any of the test, so then the coefficient of a correlation is also used, right guys? So this is all the uses of coefficient of correlations, right? Okay, one more question, most important, right? What are the assumptions underlying the use of product movement method? What is a product movement method? You are aware of that. It comes under the correlation. There are two type of a method, right? एक Spearman का था और एक Karl Pearson's का था, product movement method. But when you apply the product movement method, so there are some assumptions you have to keep in your mind while putting the product movement method. Okay. So what you have to see, first of all, you have to see that the normality. Okay. What is the normality? Means whatever the data you have collected, you have to see that your data is normal or not. Means you have collected the data now, whether the data is normally distributed or not. For example, you want to check the, there is a one study. You want to see the, awareness of voting rights of women. Whether the women is aware of rights of voting or not, casting the vote or not. So you know that what is the age limit of after 18th, you can cast the vote. So your sample should be the persons who is above the 18. If you collect the data below the 18, so then you can say that your sample is not normal. Your collections of the data is not normal. So normality means data should be normal. It should be according to the your study, right? So this is a normality. Next is a homoscedasticity. It means equal variance. Homoscedasticity means equal variance. It means the size of the error terms in the same for all the values of the independent variable. Just see it, guys. Then there should be linearity. Okay, linearity means the data follows a linear relationship. Okay, means either a one side there is a linear relationship in the same proportion. Continuous variable. So it works on the continuous variable. Paired observations means you are checking the relationship between the two data set now. So it should be, same. For example, if the one data set contain the 12 observation and the other data set contains the 10 observation, so it is not paired. It should be equal, both sides. If two data sets are equal, only then you can tell about the relationship. How much is the relationship? How much the relationship varies, right? And the no outlier. So outlier जो है, there should not be outlier. Outlier sometimes क्या करता है? ये आपके it skews your data, right? It deviates your data. Same example I have given. If your study is to checking the voting rights of the women, right? So voting rights के लिए women, if he is a above the 18, she can cast the vote. But if you are collecting the data from a girl of age of 10, 12 and others, so and others after the 50 years, so sometimes such kind of things are called the outliers, right? So there should not be any outlier in your data set, okay, in case of when you are applying the product movement method, right guys? So this is all about this paper correlations, right? It is in your syllabus. And what are the important questions can come? Questions can come about the what do you understand by correlations? What are the uses and significance of coefficient of a correlation, right? Many times come. So, and if this questions comes, so you have to talk about two types of a correlation. One is, Spearman correlations and Karl Pearson's you have to mention, okay, along with merits and demerits, okay. And sometimes, such kind of a questions come. What are the uses and merits of the coefficient of a correlations? So then you have to, write all these 4 or 5, things. Okay. And ये question तो almost आता ही होता है. What are the assumptions? This is the most important. Okay. Assumptions underlying the use of a product movement method. Okay. So these are the assumptions you have to keep in your mind when you are applying the product movement method. Right, guys? Thank you so much.